Hello and welcome to my channel Boomzibi Beauty. My name is Juliana. If you are new here, you are highly welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So welcome to another Glamshop palette swatch party. So this will be my third video showcasing Glamshop's palette because I just love them so much. I love my shimmers, and Glamshop, they do it well, and they also do it very reasonably in terms of prices. So these palettes are very budget friendly. If you like shimmers, they are definitely a brand to check out. If you are new to Glamshop or you've never heard about them, they are actually located in Poland, and they sell very shimmery, shiny single shadows, eyeshadow palettes, just gorgeous. Glamshop is definitely a contender when it comes to sparkly eyeshadows. If you've never tried them, then it's time to check them out. So we're going to be swatching 6 palettes in total. 4 of them is like your usual 9-pan eyeshadow palette. This is the normal 10-pan eyeshadow palette, and this has 14 shadows in them. Alright, I'm going to start with the Valentinka palette, and this is what the palette itself looks like, and this is the packaging. So this is like your typical mauve kind of pink shades. Beautiful. It's not really pink, so I'm into this kind of color, so it's like, you know, a toss between purple and pink, if you like. The palette has 5 shimmers, but the 5 shimmers are actually different textures, which I will swatch for you. If you're new to my channel, I don't tend to swatch mattes because what attracts me in the palette are the shimmers, and I believe shimmers are what makes palettes. So the only time I would swatch the mattes are when they are unusual color, pastel colors, your neon colors, or some special shade, you know, that everybody's interested to see what it's going to look like. Alright, let's get on with swatching the shimmers in this palette. These are the 5 shimmers I'm going to be swatching, and just to let you know, this one right here in the middle is a glitter shadow. If I swatch the awkward one first. And then this is the glitter. And then finally, this is like a toss between matte and shimmer. It's like one of those shades that has like sparkly shadows in them. So I would consider it really a matte shade. It's just got like sparkly little shades in it, and that's the shimmer in the Valentinka palette. Alright, the next palette is the ABSTRAKCJA Palette. I will leave the name on the screen. So this is what the packaging looks like, and it's the same thing. The outer packaging is the same thing as the palette itself. This is the inside of the palette. So this is like your mixture of very dark purple, mauve again, and a peach shade. So it's quite similar to the one I've just swatched. Just maybe I can see maybe about 1 or 2 shades. If I just put it together with the last palette I swatched, as you can see, 1 or 2 shades in them might be similar, but it's still totally different. This has got like darker tones to it than this one. So this is the ABSTRAKCJA palette, and this palette has got, again, well, this one has actually got 4 shimmers. So that's these 2 here, and these 2 at the bottom, and that's what we're going to swatch now. I think for this palette I'm going to swatch 2 of the mattes because they do look interesting, but these are the shimmers. Now I'm going to swatch this. In fact, I'm going to swatch these 3 actually, the 3 mattes in the middle. This is my kind of purple preference, if you like. If I'm going to pick a purple palette, this is what I'll pick because it's a mixture of purples and pink, and then it's got your beige like shades to kind of blend it out. I love this palette, absolutely beautiful. If I'm going to do a purple look, a pink look, this is the kind of palette I want to pull out. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Alright, moving on to the Edland palette. That is the English name for it. I will put the Polish name of the palette on the screen, but on their website it's actually got Edland palette, and it's got a matching eye pencil, and this is what the palette looks like on the inside. Again, this has got 4 proper shimmers and 1 shadow again that is more like the matte mixed with specks of glitters. Let's get to the swatches of this palette. First 4 shades. That is a matte. And on to the next 4 shades. So this is actually one of those ones where you have to let melt onto your skin. So you take your time, spread it all over your skin. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Alright. A matte, shimmer, and lastly another matte. And this is the whole palette. And that is the Edland palette, which is, again, it's like another purple tone kind of palette. So it's like your cool tones. I want to say cool tones of purple and lilac. I mean, with just a hint of burgundy right there, but it's mainly a purple palette. The next palette we're swatching is the ZMALOWANA palette, and I already did a look on this on my channel. I will link that video to this one. And this is the inside of this ZMALOWANA palette. So it's all shimmers, and I think this one in the middle is definitely glitter. So we're going to swatch all the shades in this palette. The first 3 shades looks like there is more than definitely 2 glitters in this palette. So that's definitely a glitter. The next one I think is glitter as well. Even though it's got like binders in them, they still feel like glitter on my fingers, especially when I'm swatching. They feel gritty. Alright, the next 3 shades. So this is one of those melt on the skin one as well. I think it's my favorite formula of theirs. It's just beautiful. And this is a glitter. And another shimmer like shade. That's just shimmer. And then the last 3 shades. Gorgeous shades. And that is the ZMALOWANA palette all swatched. That is an absolutely gorgeous palette. Absolutely gorgeous palette. Like I said, there are different textures of shimmers. So if you're not comfortable with glitter or glitter like shades, you might not like it. But if you love your shiny, shimmer, glittery shades, you will absolutely love this palette. Okay, so that's all of the 9 pan shadow swatch. So we are left with the 2 long ones. Alright, the next palette I'm swatching is called ŁAPACZ SNÓW. Again, the name will be left on the screen. And this is the inside of the palette. So it's got 10 shades as mentioned earlier. Absolutely gorgeous palette. It's got a total of 5 shimmers, again with different kind of texture. And we're just going to swatch all of the shades in this palette. Right, this is the top row of the palette. And that's the first shade, swatched awkwardly. Oh my days. Is that blue or green? Oh wow. And then this is a green matte and purple. Blue purple, I want to say. And that's the top row. This first shade looks like duochrome, I want to say, is what I have right in the inner corner of my eye, and I kind of pulled it up into my crease. That's the shade. Onto the second row now. Again, another awkward swatch. This is one of the mattes that has a bit of reflex glitters in them. And then this is a shimmer. Oh my days, another shimmer. And then a pink shimmer. I'm going to swatch that again. Okay, this pink is a satin shade. So it's a toss between matte and shimmer. And lastly, that is a shimmer. This palette is really, really beautiful. I love it. It's not a typical colorful, and it's not like a rainbow palette or anything like that. It's just nice pop of different colors, and they also go together. So that is the whole palette. For me, these 2 shades, they are beautiful, along with this blue here, and even that pink. They are like the pop of colors in this palette. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And that is the ŁAPACZ SNÓW palette all swatched. Okay, I left my absolute favorite to the last, and it's called Remix GlamBOX. And this is the packaging of the palette. It's quite plain and different, but yeah, who cares. And this is the inside of the palette. Absolutely beautiful. So this has got like 9 shimmers. The 9 shimmers again have got like different textures to them, different formulas, but yeah, it's got about 9 shimmers in the palette. So 9 shimmers out of 14, not too bad. So again, I'm going to swatch the whole of this palette. As I've always mentioned on this channel, their mats are quite soft, so be very careful. You only need to dip in a little into them, and they also give fallout when you're using them, but yeah, they are pigmented. Yeah, so if you fallout doesn't bother you, then it's fine. I mean, fallout bother me and I still use them. I love them. So that's the first shade, and then the fourth one. So that's the first 4 shades. Alright, moving on to the next 4 shades. Oh, I love that green. Alright, on to the next 4 shades again. That looks like a duochrome. Beautiful. So we've got only 2 shades left in the pan to swatch. Alright, the last 2 shades are those ones I've got to swatch, and I think they are the best. I left the best to the last. I absolutely love green shades. I'm gonna oh, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous green shades. I think for me, this row is my favorite. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, these 2 greens, in fact the last 3 shades here, the greens and the red, oh, and this one, gorgeous. Even the green, oh my, look at the whole palette. That is beautiful. All of these palettes were bought on a sale. I mean, sometimes you just have to catch them at the right time. Either follow them on Instagram or something, or subscribe them to their website, to their newsletter. The best time to buy from them is when they're having a sale. All of these were on a sale. Ridiculous sales. You've just got to catch them at the right time to be able to buy all this palette on a sale. I mean, let's face it, even without the sale, they are very budget friendly. I mean, they are really reasonably priced, and even their postage, very reasonable. Okay, so those are all the palettes I wanted to swatch for you today. I hope I did them justice. They are beautiful palettes, and I love Glamshop's eyeshadow palettes. They are so gorgeous and well worth the money, as I said. So that brings us to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you.